What's good, YouTube? It's Nas and we back with another video. Road to 700 subscribers, of course. My bad, this video is late. But today's video, we're going to be talking about the New York Knicks winning the in-season tournament. And looking at the game yesterday, looking at, obviously, the New York Knicks as a whole. Like, I know a lot of people don't take into account how much the in-season tournament actually means. And when we're looking at New York, who is the second seed in the Eastern Conference, which we keep hearing stuff how loaded the Western Conference is, and the Eastern Conference right now the 8th seed is 15 and 12, and on the west side of the conference, my bad, I'm messing up my words, but on the west side of the conference, we look at look at teams which you're not really seeing anything special about the West right now. Like, the only thing you see is the top 6 teams, and you notice that those top 6 teams are elite. And I was thinking, like, there was no way the Western Conference or any of these West Conference teams lose to the Eastern Conference team during the in-season tournament, but the Knicks proved me wrong, and they won last night. With Jalen Brunson obviously winning MVP, Tyler Kolek is not going to get recognition for stepping up as a backup point guard role with Deuce McBride and Landry Shamet out with injuries. So looking at this New York Knicks team providing their depth, which we didn't see last season, and obviously noticing how good of a coach Mike Brown actually is, I feel like in the first couple games of the season we was probably worried about what was going on, and it just looks like the New York Knicks have battled back and they look like they're playing some great basketball right now. And looking at them as a whole, this all started when they moved Josh Hart back into the starting lineup, which he started almost every game last season, if not every game last season, and they tried to do something different. They tried to switch it up, have Mitchell Robinson run the 5, but that didn't work to start out the season, and they put Josh Hart back in the lineup, and they start grooving, they start moving, and Josh Hart provides this intensity that the New York Knicks need. Like, my brother made a joke that if Josh Hart don't fall on the floor at least 2 to 3 times a game, they're going to lose the game. And fake, I could see that. Like, I could see why someone would make that argument, because every time I look up from the screen, Josh Hart is probably on the floor taking a contested jump shot or going to the rim, which I feel like Josh Hart is at his best. And I just feel like Josh Hart playing with a splinter is something people are not talking about, because remember, his finger is still fucked up, so he's really going out there with 4 fingers plus a splinter. But looking at the MVP of the New York Knicks, obviously the captain, Jalen Brunson is averaging 29 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 6.5 assists, shooting 48% from the field and 37% from the 3. Obviously, we know what we're going to get from Jalen Brunson. It's about the others. And this season, Karl-Anthony Towns, when I made my first video about the Knicks a couple weeks ago, or probably last month actually, Cat was struggling, but it seems like Cat has battled back. Cat is averaging 22.5 points per game. He's averaging 22.5 points per game, 12 rebounds and 3 assists. His playmaking is on full display, because we know in a Mike Brown offense, the offense is going to run around the center. And Cat has been doing a great job as finding his teammates and obviously getting himself buckets and getting the team buckets. When looking at Karl-Anthony Towns through the last 10 games, or even at the start or the season, like, you notice a whole different change. You notice that Karl-Anthony Towns is still getting adjusted to this offense. He's getting adjusted to having the ball on the perimeter a lot and having the offense flow around him. So I'm interested to see how far these New York Knicks could go with Karl-Anthony Towns. Now talking about Mikal Bridges, and really, I know what to expect out of Mikal now. Like, Mikal is this player which he's going to be a consistent player. He's going to be a consistent wing. But I feel like for his money and his actual contract, he should be doing way more. And it's not saying that Mikal Bridges is actually having a bad season, because this season he's averaging 16.5 points per game, shooting 52% from the field and 40% from 3. So obviously, if you have those numbers, you would be thinking that's a great season, right? Like, no, I just don't believe it. And I feel like Mikal Bridges can do more, and it's really when I watch him, I just notice the inconsistencies in his game. Like, they fake get me mad. I'm like, why aren't you doing better? What the fuck is going on? Like, how are you not putting up these stats? But I'm looking at this Knicks team, and I'm looking at Mikal Bridges. I'm like, okay, when you drop 20, you're going to win. And when you drop 15, it's so-so. And last game in the in-season tournament, he was benched for Tyler Kolek. So that should just show how bad he was and how good Tyler Kolek was. But next, talking about OG Anunoby. OG had 28 yesterday, physically carried the New York Knicks yesterday. And OG this season's averaging 16 points, shooting 48% from the three field and 40% from the three. There's a lot of 40% three-point shooters this season. But even looking at what is going on with New York, and you notice when OG's playing their best basketball, or when OG's playing his best basketball, the Knicks are playing their best basketball. And I feel like that says a lot for how determined and how good OG Anunoby is. Because when he's on, he's on. When he's off, it gets shaky. It's going to be a hard game to probably win. And I'm just interested to see how OG can continue to build off of this season. And really, I'm interested to see if they trade for Giannis. I know probably people watching the first minute of the video, or not people not getting to this point in the video, they're probably wondering, why didn't he mention Giannis? But I think Giannis going to the Knicks would probably be great for his career and great for the New York Knicks. Like I keep saying to my brother and my roommate, who I'm back home now, so I can't really say nothing no more, but I'm saying, like, if Giannis goes to the Knicks, or if Giannis wants to go to the Knicks, I'm giving the Bucks whatever the fuck they want. Like, I don't give a fuck how good the New York Knicks is. If you get Giannis on your team, you know how many sales that is, you know how many national television games, and you know that might be a championship. Like, Jalen Brunson and Giannis, maybe if you're Giannis, you're a little bit hesitated because you saw what happened last time you played with the elite guard and Damian Lillard. But I feel like Jalen Brunson is different because Jalen Brunson will take over. Jalen Brunson will not have those inconsistencies as Dame had in a Milwaukee Bucks jersey. Jalen Brunson will show up every night. So I'm just interested to see what would that look like and how would the Knicks get him. But honestly, I'm not going to be one of those people that say that Giannis has requested a trade. Giannis needs to go to the New York Knicks. Like, Giannis, that's your best place. Basically, that's what I'm saying, but I'm not going to say it like that because the Knicks are 18-7, and right now, the only thing standing in their way, really, I feel like, is the Detroit Pistons, and even that, I would still be confident because they're 2 games or fucking 3 games away from first place in the conference, and right now, if as it stands, they will play the Cavs in the second round, or the Celtics or the Magic in the third round, or I'm thinking, my bad, the Toronto Raptors, but I don't know. Let me know how y'all feel about the New York Knicks down below and their start to the season. How do we feel about Jalen Brunson? How do we feel about Karl Anthony Towns' his new role on this New York Knicks team? How do we feel about Mike Brown as a coach and the Knicks depth? Like, I feel like the Knicks depth has improved a lot, and actually the bench getting minutes has been obviously nice to see. But yeah, let me know down below. Subscribe. What's good, y'all? If y'all made it to the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And there's a video right here. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it if you like this one. And the channel icon's right there if you want to just check out the channel in general. And yeah, leave a like too, because it really helps the algorithm push me out. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching this video nonetheless.